Just moving to left to right tackle. What's just kind of been the biggest adjustments for you in that spot?
I mean, I think definitely in the run game was pretty similar. I mean, I was pretty comfortable both ways. I'd say the pass game, there's a few, quirks you want to work out, like stances, starts, where you're distributing weight. But I mean, I think throughout the last block of practices, last four, I've really been getting comfortable at the right side. So
You were a tight end in high school. You came in and with one of maybe the best offensive line recruiting class that this program's ever seen. You're now taking first team reps here in year two. Has this just kind of been happening quicker than you would have anticipated, given that you weren't a true offensive lineman in high school?
yeah, I mean, I wasn't true offensive lineman in high school. We ran the crap out of the ball, so I think that definitely helped. But I mean, did this happen quicker than I thought? I think coming in here, I had an open mind. I didn't know what I was gonna compare to against these other guys. But I mean, my goal has always been see the field as quickly as possible. Like work your butt off, work as hard as you can to get to this point where you're seeing the field. Did it happen sooner than I thought? I mean, maybe. I mean, I think I've definitely worked for it, but I mean, we'll have to see how Coach Bo rolls with this season.
I remember you got thrown into the fire last year in the spring when you enrolled early and started getting first team reps because of some injuries. I don't know if you remember, but I remember one of the reps, Nick Herbig kind of came off the edge and put you on your butt. Was that kind of a welcome to college football moment for you? And what was that just like, the experience like last year to all of a sudden just have to jump into the first team like that?
Man, I have a lot of welcome to college football moments that I'd like to forget, but I mean, I think all of those kind of make you who you are. I mean, I think every freshman will go through rough patches. I mean, not many guys are the dudes when they first get here, but I mean, it's nice. You got to remember all of those things that happen, and then hopefully get some payback. You're kind of grown and built up now.
How much has your game just evolved since that time to allow you to be competing for a starting job here, a little over a year later?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I first got here, I had the agility, foot speed, and everything. I mean, I think it was more building my game, like heavier hands in pass pro, better strikes. I gained some weight, of course, some strength. That all helps. I think it was just a combination of things. Growing as a football player too. I mean, the mental side was a huge part of the game, like eliminating like mental errors and all things like that.
So like you mentioned, you're a tight end in high school, so you had a different body. What's just your diet been like since you got here to have to put on the size that you have to now be, 6'8", 6'9", 330 or whatever it is?
I don't know. I wouldn't say there's a secret to it. It's just eating what you can, protein shakes, make sure you're eating consistently, and just staying on top of your weight.
How many calories you put in on a daily basis to get up that size? Do you know, or you just stuff it all down?
I don't keep track. I just scarf down big plates when I'm hungry, and yeah, I've never really had to calculate things out, but yeah.
You obviously got a lot of things that people just can't teach, because of your size, mobility, length. But how does that maybe hurt you in some ways playing on the edge, against guys who are lower and can maybe get under you? Are there any drawbacks to that you have to account for?
Yeah, I mean, there's always pros and cons. I mean, I got great length, but I mean, there's been a few times, you allow people to get under you. You still got to play the game of football low. You got to drop the pads, bend the legs, in the run game and pass pro. So that's something to always fight for. But yeah, still got to work on things like that.
What are just some areas you want to clean up here in fall camp in order to help you win that starting job? Just some things you have to overcome. Being so young and inexperienced, haven't taken a game rep yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely some things I got to clean up. I'd say more in the run game, just like pulling, striking with my hands, things like that. Aiming point, getting my head across on double teams, and yeah, just small details like that.
How do you think this defense, will prepare you for Saturdays? Given that they are one of the best consistently day in and day out. Obviously, from the outside linebacker position, different formation than maybe what you see from most teams. But how do those guys go one-on-one against Nick Herbig, Daryl Peterson? Kind of those tenacious pass rushers. If you felt that just gets you better on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, it'll only get you better. I mean, still, if you lose a rep, you got to learn from it. That's a huge thing. I mean, you could be losing, and if you don't learn from it, you're not gaining anything from those guys. But I think it's definitely a blessing having a group that talented and that ferocious across from us. I think it just makes everybody a better player.
Are you cross-training at all on the right side, or I guess on the left side still? Depending on, let's say Logan wins this job, I mean, are you planning on being able to back up the left side as well, or what's just kind of the plan going forward?
I mean, I think the plan for me is do whatever Coach Bo tells me. I mean, I think I've gotten pretty comfortable at both sides. So, I mean, I'm really, whatever, hoping to win a starting job, but that forbids, I'm ready to go wherever Coach needs me.
What do you just miss most about playing tight end?
Missing most? Shoot, man. I mean, not much. I was a glorified tackle in high school. I don't know. Pull up the
Right.
film. We ran the ball. We definitely ran the ball a lot. I mean, I guess a few catches that I'll never get. I mean, it is what it is, man. I love the O-line, love being here with the guys here, so I'm really not disappointed.
There's obviously a rich tradition at the tackle position for Wisconsin, and even some of the best to ever do it, have never started, as freshmen. What would that mean to you to just maybe open up against Illinois State at September 3rd and, running out of that tunnel, knowing, you're right tackle number one?
It would mean the world for me. I mean, I've worked my life for this. I've dreamed this. This is come my dreams. So, I mean, just realizing all my work has paid off would be a huge blessing. I mean, still a lot of work to do for the next 2 weeks, but I'm excited to see how it goes.